we believe in those moments. We look forward to those moments. We talk about them. We practice them. We talk about it. We've been doing it all year. So when we had our chance again, we were like, hey, we're going to get this done. Just believe. Sure enough, we did.
Rusell Wilson after the game, and there's something to be said for having experience in those difficult moments where you feel like you can't make a single mistake and the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. Now, look, it wasn't all that easy for Rusell Wilson. He had that uncharacteristic interception. He's only had 2 all year. One was a pick 6 against the Ravens, which was an ugly throw, and he tried to just drop it right into Jacob Hollister last night, getting very aggressive, going for the touchdown. Great interception by the 49ers, but look, all that aside, when it came down to it, when he got the ball back with a minute and change on the clock, it was time for Rusell Wilson to shine, and he had that run up the middle. You can't give him that much green space in the middle of the field. He will eventually kill you, and he rumbled for 18, 20 yards, helped put the team in field goal range, and that was that, Chris.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was really not a pretty night for the Seahawks offense. I mean, they did a good job a few times of flipping field position. I mean, some of the plays he made, he got the ball 3 times in overtime. I mean, you're going, wow. I mean, can the 49ers really survive giving Rusell Wilson the ball for the 3rd time? I mean, when they got it back, it went, there's just no way. The third time's a charm for Rusell Wilson. And some of the plays he made on the first drive were just out of this world. I mean, come on. I mean, that was unbelievable. You know, they were clearly outmatched by, again, a great 49ers defense. We know that. I mean, just, hey, look at the drives or how Seattle scored points last night. Clowney, fumble return. 3-play, 16-yard drive. Jacob Hollister touchdown pass for a 3-yard pass. 4-play, 24-yard drive. Chris Carson 1-yard run. So they were unable to really sustain any drives all night long. Their defense is what set them up. And it was 2 great defenses. And, you know, early on you're going, okay, the 49ers got control of the game. Oh, strip sack, fumble. Wow, they turned it over, and now they've let the Seahawks in. And then the Seahawks are controlling the game, and Rusell Wilson, you know, has an uncharacteristic turnover fumble, and DeForest Buckner picks it up. And back comes the pendulum, and all of a sudden the momentum's back on the 49ers side. It just was unreal, some of the plays the defensive players made in this game. There are just so many beasts on both sides of the ball. But yes, ultimately, Rusell Wilson is the king of doing more with less than just about anybody in football. And it's been that way for the last 3 or 4 years. And he had some moments like that last night where you just went, wow, that's really special.
And Chris,
yeah,
that's why he's worth $35 million a year.
That's right.
You got now, you know, I know, and I don't want you to get triggered. I know that when we start talking about quarterbacks and, hey, the contract's up and, hey, you know, the market's here and you got to pay him because he's a quarterback, a lot of these guys have a lot of help around them.
Yes.
Rusell Wilson doesn't. He's the one guy, maybe Aaron Rodgers is the other, that you can say deserves that money because they're making it happen without a lot of help around them.
That's exactly right. You know, that's what I argue with, you know, and again, some of the quarterbacks, making similar money to Rusell Wilson. And, well, I want to go, all right, well, when nothing's working, carry your team like Rusell Wilson because that's what you're being paid like another quarterback in the NFC West I can think of, you know, but that doesn't happen. You know, this is a special, special player. I mean, it's him and Lamar Jackson right now, you know, as far as leaders in the clubhouse for the MVP race. And Rusell Wilson, his fortitude and his just never-ending belief in himself and we're going to get it done and go Hawks. And he never breaks character. You know, some people think he's a cheeseball. I think he's a cheeseball sometimes, and it doesn't matter. And I respect the hell out of what he does on the football field. I mean, he is one of the best competitors we've seen in the league over the last 10 years.
There has always been that little hint, and I don't want to say of fraud with Rusell Wilson. It's calculated, it's deliberate,
total company man.
But who cares?
Yes,
right? Because he delivers.
Right,
he delivers. If he wants to present himself in a certain way, so be it. Kid was practicing press conferences when he was 7 years old.
That's right.
There is a manicured element to what you see and what you get from Rusell Wilson. But you know what? He's in character all the time.
Right.
Does he ever slip? Is there ever anything that happens during a game, during a practice at any time that causes him to be anything other than the guy that he presents himself to be. At a certain point, Chris, when you act that way all the time,
maybe you
become that guy.
You're right. He is that guy. It's not an act anymore. You're right.
It's like Michael Richards eventually became Kramer. Like, you just become that guy. And I think that's what Rusell Wilson is. He's that guy. Same thing with Tim Tebow. He's the other one who came up in that same time frame where, that's a little bit phony. That's a little bit fake. But if you do it all the time, it becomes who you are, and that's who Rusell Wilson is now.
Yeah, well, Tim Tebow's got a few cracks in the armor lately, okay? So we won't go there right now. But, okay, anyways, either way, with Rusell Wilson, you're exactly right. And again, I don't want to say again, but I'll throw this out there. You're just a phenomenal role model, okay? I mean, phenomenal. I mean, my little boy, he loves Rusell Wilson, and part of that reason is because you never hear anything bad about him. Always handles himself like a professional in the podium, in the press conference, in public. Never does anything bad off the field, right? Got a beautiful wife. He's a baller on the football field, making tons of cash, and really does it all the right way. Yeah, whether we think it's cool or edgy or not, hey, that doesn't really matter. It's all about what he does on the field, and he continues to deliver week in and week out.
He's already got the Hall of Fame credentials. The question is, how much longer will he keep doing it? And he's told me before he's going to play till he's 45, and he's only 30, so get ready for more Rusell Wilson.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.